everybody, how are we all doing? Today is Saturday the 10th of August 2013. Hope we're having a good weekend so far. You are? Good, that's brilliant, lovely to hear it. Anyway, here we are. Overall chat, oh hang on, I can't believe I just did that. Right, so here we are, we'll start again, there we go. Chapter 59 overall, part 3 of 4 of Hollow. Okay, so this is focusing on Tess and Lex. As you now know, that Tess has been digitized. She was saved from Lex's mind by Clark, Emil and Lois, and has been turned into pretty much a living computer as such, and she's been trying to get her own back at Lex in various ways, and this chapter focuses more on said revenge in some sense. We start off going to Star Labs, and we actually find out that Tess has actually been visiting a certain Hank Henshaw. Remember him way back in Guardian? He was the astronaut commander who took on the Guardian platform project that Lex was doing, and obviously a big accident occurred. His body got infected with radiation to the point of where he conscious was transferred to a more digital form, and let's just say that's the pointing towards his legacy as Cyborg Superman, which he eventually becomes. If you've read like The Death of Superman, for example, The Return of Superman even, and then any subsequent comics after that, that's where he heavily featured of Cyborg Superman. He is well known throughout the DC universe. So as I say, Tess has been visiting him, and you know, she wants to talk to him about, you know, her obsession that she's got, and the obsession she's got is with regards to revenge. And you know, even Hank gives his version of how he felt regarding what happened to him and what made him into what he is now. That it wasn't, you know, that it wasn't the way that he felt, or the way that he feels, wasn't the cause of him being transferred from human to a robot. It was the instability, as he says here, and we even get flashbacks to when, you know, he first attacks Lex, and when Superman attacks it, you know, he's having a fight with Superman as well. So he's given his side of the situation, and basically there's one bit here where they're both having what could appear to be a jug between computers. It says you're ahead of the curve enough to recognize that you have a problem. You aren't truly doomed until you've gone far enough to make Superman snap your head off. And Tess says, if I laugh at that, is that a real laugh? Of which Hank then replies, depends on whether or not you think I'm funny. Now bear in mind that Hank, all he is right now is just a head. So you can see why she says, you know, if I laugh at that, would it be a real laugh, kind of thing. So he also says about how he doesn't have dreams anymore, because Tess has dreams. She knows she's still got her memories as such. She still dreams about things, what you know, her surroundings. She's aware, basically. So those two are really having this little heart-to-heart kind of conversation. Then we go to another part of Star Labs, and this is where I got a bit interested. I say interested, it's more like I almost geeked out like a little kid. One of the scientists here, you know, Emil Hamilton is going on about these big, what are they trying to do? They're building these big robots, and they're doing something, doing a project regarding moon bases. So they're obviously going to be building bases on the moon by the looks of things. But then this particular scientist, Emil Hamilton's having a pop at him, basically saying, fair enough, but fabricating this death ray of yours. Whereas the scientist cuts him off and says, actually quite the contrary, my Zeta beam could help improve the quality of life by allowing us to traverse immense distances. And when he said Zeta beam, the first thing I thought was, Adam Strange. And those of you who know the DC Comics will know who Adam Strange is. He basically develops this technology regarding Zeta beam travel ability, and he uses this Zeta beam to travel across to a planet, to another side of the galaxy called Ran, and he pretty much becomes Adam Strange, you know, galactic explorer, and this planet of Rann is really synonymous with Adam. So look it up, look up Adam Strange and look up Rann, is R-A-N-N, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm hoping, Mr. Miller, if you can confirm if this scientist is in fact Adam Strange. That's all. I just want that clarification. Anyway, so security goes off. Something's happening. They're breaking into the Star Labs. Looks like Lex and his men. He's got his men breaking into Star Labs because he wants something from there. If you remember from the last chapter of Hollow, there was something in the Star Labs that he wants. I've completely forgotten what it is now from my end. But anyway, Emil is aware of the breach. Because Tess is there, she's now looking into it as well. She's tapped into the system, looking at what's happening. This is good because when the break-in occurs, Emil gets them to trigger the hyper encryption on all the files regarding Superman and his team. So all the Justice League members, it says here, no information on the rest of his team leaves this facility either. So they all encrypt all the files to make sure that they're well protected and they get transferred to another site as well. So he's definitely got a good backup plan right there. Emil is telling his members of staff to go, that the army have arrived, you know, well, I say the army, but Lex's men have arrived, and tragedy has struck. And let's just say that Tess is not happy with what's happened. And you see there's one section where she's got all these little notes on the screen saying dial 911 or call Superman. There's one that says pray, and it says no God, only data. You've got another one that says call funeral home. I don't want to be alone. So all these things are popping up on her screen. And then what happens at the end, she's trying to call 911, but the communications have been jammed, and this massive letters LexCorp comes along. She's obviously not happy about it. And then what Tess does after that is just, it's almost akin to Ripley from Aliens. So that's all I'm going to give you at the end of this particular chapter. It is pretty much akin. What Tess does is very much what Ripley does in Aliens, when she takes on the Queen, basically. So it looks like Tess is definitely is ready to wage war at some point, but she's got to do something important first. So again, very good chapter. Can't wait to see how it ends. Not that I want it to end, but there you go. So the fourth chapter won't occur until chapter 63. So next week after that, it'll be the fourth week from then, and then that's when you'll see the final conclusion of Hollow right there. So again, thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you all very soon.